Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Hawk Nation Sports Podcast. This is the second one of the year. I'm here with Sean Bryant, varsity captain of the golf squad. So thank you for coming on the show, Sean.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
Oh yeah, it's great to have you. So let's just start it up, alright?
Sure.
So I understand the golf team has a win under its belt, a couple matches. How's the team looking?
We're looking pretty strong. You know, we're in a tough league. It was good to get that first win under our belt, and hopefully we can pick up from there and keep the motivation going.
I like that. So, difference between this year and last year. What's the differences?
Difference between this year and last year is we actually dropped into a lower division. In the DCL, we dropped into the small. So instead of playing the regional schools twice, like Acton Boxborough, One Lake and Sudbury, and Carlisle, we play Bedford twice and Cambridge twice. We also play Boston Latin twice, which are good teams to play for us because they're at a competitive nature. They're at our level.
Nice, that's good. So, key players are who? Who are the key players?
I would say the key players are probably my other co-captain, Charlie Leclerc, who's a junior. Mark DeGiulio, who is a sophomore, and also a first-year varsity senior, Matt Sweet, who's really been putting up numbers. Proud of him.
Really?
Yep.
All right. It's good to hear. I understand you guys lost a senior last year in Joey Pescatori.
We did. Yeah.
So some additions to take up for his points are Matt Sweet, you think? Who else?
I would say Matt Sweet. We also have a freshman that plays JT Logue. We have a few other freshmen that they've been practicing with us. Mm-hmm. So hopefully when I'm gone, they'll be able to put up some points as well.
That's good. And then, so you said talented opponents. Who's the, I'd say, best team in the DCL?
I'd probably say the best team in the DCL year to year. It's always Weston. They always have an amazing group of players. They have a strong coaching staff, and they're just very consistently a good team.
Mm-hmm. So, what's a strong suit of yours? Is it putting, driving? What is it? What's your strength?
I'd say one of my strengths is reading greens, so my putts. I like to help out my other teammates that I'm playing with and try to help them out reading the course. And I know like my shot selection. I'd say that's one of my strengths.
Mm-hmm. So as a captain, are you a vocal captain? Do you lead by example? Because as a captain, you have to lead by example, especially with a young team like the golf squad. So.
Yeah, I always try to, in practice, if anyone has any questions or needs any help, sometimes I'll offer tips to other golfers. If they want to take them or not, that's up to them. But if I notice anything small or large that could help them with their game potentially, then I offer my advice.
That's great. That's great to hear. Solid captain. So, big match against Cambridge, I heard. Score was 52-51, right?
Yeah, 52-51.
That's a nail-biter right there, that's for sure.
It was a nail-biter.
So, who came in the clutch? Who was it?
So we actually played the back nine that day, which was weird. We usually play the front nine at our home course, which is Leo J in Weston. So yeah, we went off the back, which is a little tougher. It's a little better condition, but the course plays a little bit harder. Matt Sweet put up 12 points. So we were all kind of waiting around at the end of the ninth hole, and we were down by 1 point. And Charlie Leclerc sank a nice 4-foot putt to get that extra point to bring us over the top. So that really came down to the wire there, and we pulled one out for the W.
That's clutch, G. That's clutch. How many points did you put up that match?
I believe I put up 7 points.
7 points is a solid day. What about Charlie? How many points did he put up?
Charlie put up 10 points, I believe.
10 points. Matt Sweet had a great day, huh? Back
Sweet,
nine,
yeah,
strength of his.
Did have a good 9 holes for Matt Sweet there.
That's great. All right. Well, I mean, that's all we have for today. Hopefully you can come back on the show eventually.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right, anytime. We'll be back right after these short messages.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street? Girl in street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
What's up, guys? We're back. I'm here with Ileana Jello. She's key part to the Waltham varsity girls soccer team. So thank you for coming on the show, Ileana.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, Yana. All right. So let's just get right down to it, all right? What do you say?
Here we go.
All right, let's get it going. So, expectations for this year, what are they?
We got a lot of them. A lot of goals for the season. Oh my god, you're looking at me like...
Don't worry about it. Just have fun. Like, what are you talking about?
Because you're going to make me laugh.
I don't know what you're talking about. Here we go. Expectations for this year.
Okay, so we have a lot of expectations. You know, it's our senior year. A lot of us have been on the team for like 3 years now. You know, we want to win more games than we did last year, score more goals. There's a lot of seniors this year, so, you know, we have to work harder.
It's your last year. It's last time together.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of that, since you guys have been playing for so long together, team chemistry must mean
Real tight.
You guys are real tight, real tight group.
Really good.
So, you guys understand how you guys play, like the style of play?
Yeah, you can see that, like, since there's so many of us that we work so good with each other, since we've been playing for each other for a long time, which is, like, real helpful.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure. How long have you guys been playing together? Like you and like Lexi and Olivia.
I know that a lot of like the girls were on like a club team together. We all played like youth together, middle school, and then since freshman year we've all been on the same team. So it's been real good.
So when did you start playing?
Wow, I started playing when I was like 5, the earliest that I could.
It's a pretty long time if you ask me. So
Yeah.
I think. Have you looked into like colleges, like to play soccer or what?
Yes and no. Like maybe not like on like an actual team, but like club and stuff, just to like stay fit in college.
Good. That's good. So all right, key players on offense. Who are they?
Definitely Manik and Chetty, Lexi Labossiere are both seniors. A new freshman we actually have is pretty good. She's a really technical player. Her name's Maddie. She's a freshman. So she's helping out with our goals up and forward. So she's a key player for us.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. What about on the defensive side of the ball?
We definitely have good key players in D, but Olivia's definitely one of the biggest key players. She keeps the D like on their toes and make sure that they're in their shape, and so she speaks up a lot during the game.
Yeah, I noticed when I went to one of your scrimmages, she's very vocal out there, and that's key.
Very vocal.
I noticed you guys have a lot of captains, a lot of leaders on that team, which is really important, I think.
We definitely need that.
Yeah. So
those key leaders.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of role models on the team for those young freshmen to look up to, and when you guys leave and depart, they can hopefully carry that on to the next,
of course,
generation of players. So you mentioned the key players. Wait, who's in that?
Mackenzie Darcy, she's just senior, and Myrna, who is a sophomore.
How have they been doing?
Really good, actually. Myrna recently was injured, but now she's back. So, but they're doing really good because Mackenzie wasn't playing; she had surgery. but now she's back and she's ready than ever.
That's great to hear. All right, so key games to this year. What are you guys really profile matchups?
Well, our biggest rivals are Boston Latin, who we recently played, and it was a tough match. We should have won, but we're playing them again.
Right.
So we're hoping
we're
hoping for a win, and definitely those small league teams that we like can compete with, rather than like the big schools, ABLS.
Right.
So like Bedford and like who I said, Boston Latin, just those smaller schools that we can easily compete with rather than the big schools.
Right. So there's a tournament, right?
Yeah.
A tournament. So what does it take to get into the tournament?
Well, you have to have a certain amount of wins and points. I'm not exactly sure how many points there are.
I'm pretty sure it's like
5.
You guys have your DCL league.
Yeah,
games.
we're in small league.
Yeah, so when
league.
you guys play those games, those are the most important games.
Yeah.
So
which we played twice.
Yeah. So those games we'll keep an eye on, and eventually hope for wins, and I'll have more soccer plays coming through. Hopefully you can come back eventually.
Of course.
All right. Well, that wraps it up for today. Thank you for coming on the show, Ileana.
Woo! Thank you, baby.
And thank you, Zach, for producing the show.
Yeah,
Zach
Zach.
Taccone. He did a great job. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hope you guys can listen in next time.
Yeah, baby.
Hawk Nation Sports.
Sports, baby.
Let's go.